Hey everybody, it's Karen Coffey. Welcome. I'm on my back porch here with my favorite blanket. I am the founder of a company called Making Agents Wealthy. We always tease at my company that we don't make them poor, we don't make them poverty stricken. We're here to make agents wealthy, and I just wanted to be really casual today. Like I said, this is one of my favorite things to do. And we always get questions on our Facebook and our public page, Making the Women of Real Estate Wealthy. And I'm going to choose 3 questions today, maybe 2. We'll see how much we have time for and answer those for you for sure. And then at the end of today's live, I'm going to roll out a pre-recorded visualization. Mindset is such a huge thing for real estate. It's the one thing that no one talks about. It is the secret sauce. It is the magic pill. Our clients call it the coffee magic. I can teach skills all day long to agents all around the country, and it won't do a hill of beans for them and their business, their income, what they want to do, because they don't have the mindset. They don't have the container to hold the business. There's a pastor down in Texas called T.D. Jakes. I'm sure many of you have heard of him, but he says, the problem with you guys today is that you have a 5-gallon dream, but you're holding a 3-gallon bucket. And I always laugh when I hear that, because that's what we do. I want to expand the bucket in which you can hold your success, because it's not enough just to have a skill. It's not enough to just, be able to get leads. You have to be able to convert them, and it takes confidence, and it has that mindset behind it. So, we're a group of women actually at my company that are committed to liberating other women from financial struggle and giving them the tools. I say equipping them with the tools to create real wealth in residential real estate, and then the freedom to enjoy it. So if that is something that you're interested in, just stick with us here. And I think I'm going to share a story with you of just exactly, when I was in production, and this is one of the things that makes us very different. We all have been where you are. We have been in production. We have been on the front lines. We've been on the street, sitting in classes, listening to everyone say, you need to door knock, you need to cold call, you need to do, 100 calls a day. I don't want to mention any companies, but you need to make 100 calls a day and you get a certificate, and it's like, my God, there has got to be a better way of doing this business. And so one of the things that I did that at the time I thought was a curse, but it turned out to be a blessing, was that, I moved so many times. I have lived in Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, Maryland, upstate New York, Delaware. Where else have I lived? I don't know. But here is the gift. The gift was that I had to start my real estate business over in every single state that I moved to. And at the time, I thought it was an absolute curse. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to start over again. It may have been for several reasons. Maybe it was a transfer, my husband's transfer at the time, or it was a personal reason that I wanted to be closer to my family, things like that. But what happened was that as I went into each area, I had to start over. And that's where some of our questions come today. My first listing in Georgia was a cute little couple. I had never been on a listing appointment in that state before. And I remember that they did end up listing with me, but when I walked outside and they said, "Where did you park?" Well, I was so embarrassed to park in their front yard because I was driving my mother's 1980-something Ford Taurus, and I had no money, and I was so embarrassed that I had parked 3 houses down. And so, and as you can hear, there's a helicopter behind me. I think it's a helicopter, maybe a plane. I don't know. No big deal. Just hang with me here. I'll get there in just a second. So, when I walked, my point is I was so embarrassed. You may not think you're ready. You may not think that you are prepared for listing appointments, or that, gosh, you just don't measure up to the other agents in your office. Maybe you think you're better than everybody. I don't know where you're at, but never let that stop you. You've got to have that mindset of, I am going to find the solution. I am going to do it anyway. Lean into the fear and make it happen. So wherever you're at, you can start over in a brand new market. It doesn't matter how many times. You don't have to have a sphere of influence. what I started to say. It doesn't matter how many times you move, but you just, you don't have to have the sphere of influence. You don't have to door knock. You don't have to cold call. So I just want to get into some questions. So what we do every week is I choose some questions and I wrote them down here on a sheet of paper. But in our Facebook group, our public Facebook group, Making the Women of Real Estate Wealthy, I choose a couple of questions each week. And then whoever I choose their question, I send them a little prize. Sometimes it's a coffee mug that says real estate runs on coffee. Sometimes it will be a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, or Padfolio. It can be all kinds of things. So get into the Facebook group, post your questions, and we'll definitely answer those. And so the first one is from Sharon Moss Bentel. She is in Palm Beach, Florida. And she said, Karen, I need advice on developing a business in a brand new market when I don't have a sphere of influence. So you notice that my story kind of led to this, that, don't let that bother you when you move into a brand new area. It is actually, even when I lived in Atlanta, Georgia, my whole family lived there. I could not stand asking them for business because it felt really salesy to me. It felt very slimy to me. And that's not the right mindset to have, right? But at the time, I was like, I would rather talk to a stranger than talk to my family because they were used to me. They knew me as something else before I got into real estate, a different type of businesswoman. So here's just some things that you can do to develop a business in a brand new market without a sphere of influence. The first couple of things that you want to do is hold open houses. We teach our clients how to get 20 to 30 people into those open houses every single week. But for you, you're going to just hold open houses every single weekend. You don't have listings, so you may want to ask other agents in your office if you can hold them open. We also teach something called builder features, where you can get people to come into that new home subdivision and register with you. But another thing you might do is go ahead and, just go to businesses, just introduce yourself to the hairdresser, the dry cleaner, the restaurants that you go to. Invite them to a get-together that you're having. Always be collecting those email addresses. I used to tell folks I never, carried business cards. And I don't truly believe in that so much anymore. But the reason I didn't is because I knew that it would force me to ask them for their information. So that's just a little tip. All right. The next question that I wanted to get to is Heather Phillips, and she talks about inconsistency. She said, I'm not a salesperson. I don't like chasing people to try and sell something. Heather, I absolutely love you because I am right there with you. Chasing people is not what we women want to do. We're not trained to be that way. We're not that aggressive. It doesn't mean we want to be poor either. So what do? There are systems. I always talk about there are so many systems out there that you can be chasing squirrels all the time and never get any real estate business done. So what I want for you, Heather, is for you to pick 3 to 4 solid systems, and I mean hyper focus on those systems. I hope they're not something like door knocking and cold calling. Hopefully we attract our clients. I have no interest in chasing clients or asking for the business. Hey, who do you know? Calling people, you hear trainers say, call your sphere of influence, call your family, call past clients. Hey, today's call is about business. Who do you know who wants to buy, sell, or invest? I know I haven't talked to you in 10 years, but today I'm going to call you for business. I can't think of anything worse. And I would go to those training classes and I'd be outside faking the phone call. I don't know if you guys ever did that because they're watching to make sure you make those calls. This is not about you chasing anyone. This is about you attracting, you being strong in who you are, that you having so much value, Heather, that people cannot wait to work for you. They just have to know your value. And you can do that. You can create that value for them. So I definitely want you to pick 3 to 4 systems, know your value. We even talk about creating a value stack. Here's a little tip. A value stack is write down 20 things that make you different, that make you amazing to work with. What are the results that you're getting your clients? I need you to write those down and just stack one upon the other until you have, I'm saying stack, but it really should probably be this way. Stack those values 20 at a time and read them every day. all of a sudden you're going to start walking with some swagger. You're going to start walking with some attitude. Confidence and certainty will win a client every time. Let me say it again. Confidence and certainty will win the client every time. So guys, I'm going to roll into a pre-recorded visualization just so you can start internalizing some of this. Remember, the key to all of this and the success is mindset. So hold tight while we run that right now. All right, so I want you right now to go ahead and get a notebook, sit down. I always like to have a notebook ready in case there's thoughts that come to you or things that you just want to journal for later. Just have that near you and find a comfortable space that you're not going to be disturbed, that you can just have these next few minutes on your own. So just take a moment to close your eyes and breathe. Just taking a deep breath in and relaxing all the muscles in your body. I want you to start with your feet. Maybe move your toes a little bit, and then just imagine that there's a warm light coming in through and up your feet, through your ankles, your calves, your knees and thighs. Just continuing to breathe and bringing that light on up into your abdomen, the small of your back, and relaxing the small muscles on either side of your spine as this warmth moves through your body. And just continue to breathe and relax your abdomen, bringing that warmth into your shoulders and down your arms, relaxing your wrists and your fingers. Maybe bringing your shoulders up a bit and relaxing them down, moving your head from side to side. Just relax. And then lastly, just bringing that light up into the back of your neck and over your scalp into your forehead, relaxing the small muscles around your eyes and your jaw. And just relax. We know that the power of our words and our thoughts and our beliefs are so important, and we want to tap into that now. These are the gifts that are waiting for you. And that's what this visualization will do. So with your eyes closed, you continue to breathe and your body is fully relaxed. I want you to see yourself just calmly walking through your town, your city, your village. And there's something different about you. You are absolutely beaming. You are shining. And you feel this feeling of expansiveness. You're feeling fantastic, smiling from ear to ear. And as you do, you notice that people are noticing you. They're curious about you. They're coming up and they're just talking out of nowhere. What began with 2 or 3 people coming up to you is now a crowd. There's a crowd of people forming all around you. You have no idea where they're coming from. And you really don't care. It doesn't matter. All of a sudden, one after another start asking you to work with them. What do you do? I want you to sell my home. I want you to help my friend buy a home. They're referring their friends. They're referring their family members. And you feel amazing. I just want you to keep breathing and stay relaxed. You don't know how this is happening, and you don't have to know. You just know that you are the best there is. There is no one better than you to help these people that are all gathered around you. You feel it internally. You own it. And as each and every one asks you, you know, yes, I can do this. And your business and your life just expands. You are so open. You open yourself completely to receive the right people, this amazing business, and the gift of prosperity that's waiting for you. It's already yours. You just step up to believe it and claim it. Right now, I want you to take a moment and write any thoughts, any beliefs, any amazing feelings that you had during this visualization. Listen to it again and again until you attract this into your life. It's already yours. All of the business, all of the people that you need to work with, whether it's a new market, you're moved somewhere new, you don't have a sphere of influence, it doesn't matter. There are people that need you. There is a crowd of people that need you now. Step out and meet them now. Hey, I hope that you really enjoyed that visualization and that you're starting to see that there are things that you can do today to make a difference in your business. You know, we are always talking with agents all across North America, in the US and Canada. And what we do is we dig down into their pain point. We never go into a sales call. We are coaching our agents, so, I said coaching our agents.
We can
do it again. Yeah. This is a short thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We can totally do it again. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. All right. Now that I'm chilled out.
Yeah. Just
all
remember
right.
to be zen.
All right. 1, 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, I hope you really enjoyed that visualization and you're starting to see that system skills are not the only thing that are going to create a successful business for you and a transformed life. That's one of the things that we are committed to do, to doing actually. We don't just give you systems and things like that. We're actually transforming lives. So one of the things I'm going to invite you to do is to set up a time to talk with us. We are actually here to give you tips, give you ideas, give you more things like this that will catapult your business. This isn't your first rodeo. You're probably not new to real estate. Every call that a coach asks you to make is a sales call. This 9 times out of 10, that's exactly right. This is that one time. This is not. We are not in the business of selling you anything. We sincerely want to help you. Look into my eyes. We are not selling you. We do not chase you. Why would we chase you when we ask you not to chase your clients? We are not doing it. If we have value and there's something that you want, great. Then we've attracted you into our tribe. And that's exactly what we're happy to do. If you're interested in that, just go to KarenCoffey.com/apply, APPLY. And what it does, we go through what's not working, what is working, how can we maybe shift some things to make everything work on, hit on 8 cylinders for you. So go to KarenCoffey.com/apply and just make an appointment to speak with one of our coaches. And we'll just take about 45 minutes with you, and just see if there's anything we can do. If we can't, we'll point you in the right direction of someone who can help you. So it's not just about us. It is sincerely about you. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me today on this Facebook Live. I love being out here in this cold weather and being comfortable with you, and can't wait to see you next time. Take care.